after a mistake, a mental mistake on the teams by the Edmonton Eskimos. Not let that ball go in the end zone.
Red Black fans wanting the defensive battle to continue. John White ahead. And he'll get stacked up around the 7. Give White 4. And a big 2nd and 6 upcoming.
Yeah, Mark Nelson's group right here. Now, does he send pressure and force Riley to just kind of convert it underneath and then have his back end, the defensive backs and linebackers rally to the football, hold them short of a first down? Because they hold them short here, the Edmonton Eskimos are going to have to consider a safety.
Calvin McCarty goes to the sidelines. A.J. Guyton in. Here comes the blitz. Picked up Riley, the throw, and they were ready for Shamon Chambers. Big 2 and out for the Redblacks.
Mark Nelson, man, he rolls the dice there. He says, yeah, let's send pressure. Let's put it on him. It's going to be Antoine Pruneau coming on the blitz from the secondary. He is picked up again. John White hit him right in the mouth. I could feel the hit up here. He slides over and whacks him. But there was still enough pressure to force the quick throw, and Chambers had nowhere to go.
3 Redblacks rally to the football. And Jamil Smith awaits at midfield. Chris Jones kicks it out of there. And here is Smith. And Smith bounces off contact. Trying to get outside. And he is down around the 38-yard line. The Redblacks in business.
Teams are going to be teams are a factor in this game tonight. I mean, a couple of Grant Shaw misses when he was trying to angle it out of bounds, a missed field goal, a bad decision by Edmonton here, and now a good return. Ottawa's scoring this.
Give up. I know you don't like giving up 2, but there was an area where Chris Jones had a decision to make. He elected to kick it away.
Well, they're in field goal range now.
He's going to show confidence in a defense that's been stout most of the night. Burris with a pump and now to the sidelines. And Kieran Johnson, does he have the catch? He says yes, and they are going to rule it a catch, which is right at the first down stick.
Very close. Right along that sideline. Did he get a foot in bounds? Only need 1.
That's good.
Both feet, both toes in bounds. Thinking back to his days in Houston.
They feel he's their most explosive receiver. Javon Walker inside. Dropped by Aaron Grimes, who steps up.
Yeah, I get you on the strategy. You know, I was a big proponent of changing the rules so that we didn't see as many safeties. I'm talking 3-4 years ago now. But when you're in this tight of a game and you give up 2 there, you get that field position back, your defenses are playing real well. That's where I think the safety, you know, again, it's easy to second guess when you see how it's turned out in the Redblacks in range here, but
got a good punt, but Smith brought it back 15. As you said, they started in field goal range and looking for more than that. 2nd and long. Burris in trouble. Stays upright, but now he's dropped. Dropped by Willie Jefferson. When you wear 99 in Edmonton, you better make a big play, and Jefferson just did.
Better make a big play, Willie Jefferson. Did he get an assist is what I want to know, because the other 99 was pretty good at that, wasn't he?
Well, it's a loss of 5 as the Eskimos come up with another sack, their 3rd of the game.
Fights off the hold by Nolan McMillan.
So here's Maher from 36 out. DeMarco the holder. And Maher has missed. And so Chris Jones' decision was a good one.
Correct. Yes, sir. It was correct. Instead of giving up 2, he gives up 1.
So both field goal kickers have missed. And the field goal separates the 2 teams as we rejoin far end.
Guys, with the Redblacks home opener next week, Henry Burrs has been really impressed with the buzz around town around that team's return, and he was especially impressed a couple of weeks ago when he got a call from the special assistant to Prime Minister Stephen Harper, who requested Burris and his family and their presence at the Prime Minister's retreat in Quebec. So Burris and his family went there with about 100 of their friends, and they celebrated Canada Day there, and he was really impressed with just how much the Prime Minister knew about the Redblacks. He's very excited about the return and fully plans to be at the game next week.
Prime Minister's a season ticket holder?
Yes. Said he'll be at as many games as his schedule will allow, and
they're old buddies.
Team,
neighbors in Calgary too. So 1st and 10. Eskimos start at the 35. They go to Bowman again, and Hill got tangled up with Bowman. They both hit the turf, and there's 3 flags surrounding the 2 players. And will that be accidental contact, or?
TJ Hill hopes so, but there might be enough evidence to prove otherwise, and I'm talking about the jersey of Adarius Bowman. That, unless that came off his shoulder
pass
pad,
interference. Ottawa, number 12. First down, Edmonton.
Unless it comes off his shoulder pad when he hit the ground there. What I want to see is did TJ Hill give him a tug and pull on the jersey. He's in a chase position here. Got his hands now. He does get that tug. Does he let it go right away?
So the Redblacks over 100 yards in penalties. 101. First down. And the catch is made by Akeem Foster. Former BC Lion, Winnipeg Blue Bomber last year.
Well, that's the only way he's going to get his confidence back. Just make a few catches in the game, take some hits, handle the pressure of the moment, and you put 1 or 2 together, you build that foundation, you go from there. I hope he does, though, because he's got that tremendous upside.
Boy, a few years ago, he looked like future star with the Lions. Then got an injury and was never the same after. John White. And White scrambles down to the 36. And what should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Eskimos in scoring range. They have a 3-point lead through 45 minutes, trying to go 3-0 to start the season. Stats don't lie tonight. Defensive game, not much going for either offense, really.
It really is a defensive game, and that's why those special teams plays that I mentioned could come into play here deep into the 4th quarter. The one player that's been impressive to me, I mean, outside of Siobhan Walker for Ottawa with a couple of runs, is John White. And his numbers aren't flashy. 9 rushes for 38 yards. He's got 3 receptions for 30, but it's the way he's blocking. I mean, he is not catching blocks and blitzes. He is delivering blows on blocks and blitzes. That will pay off in this 4th quarter. They keep trying to push the ball down the field.
Redblacks had the lead last week until late in the game. They'll have to come back tonight to post their first win. Right now, the Eskimos are in business. Lead by 3, first down at the Ottawa 34. And White inside has 4 more.
John White, stubber step, gets the ball down to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Eskimos released Hugh Charles, who we expect to see tomorrow at Mosaic in the Saskatchewan Roughrider lineup.
Sounds like they're going to platoon him and Anthony Allen in the backfield in Saskatchewan against the 0-2 BC Lions, which is a bit of a surprise.
Eskimos also released Jonathan Crompton, their number 4 quarterback, and he's been quickly put on the Alouette practice roster. 2nd and 6 for Mike Riley. Short drop looked one way, now the other for Bowman! What a catch! Did you see that? Touchdown at Darius Bowman!
He's back. This is nice. Up over the top, one hand by Adarius Bowman. Highlight reel stuff.
30-yard touchdown strike. Adding to an already over 100-yard performance with his second touchdown of the evening.
Quarterback trusts him. Had him in a one-on-one, let him do the work.
Extra point is good. It's a 10-point Edmonton lead. Highlight reel stop from Bowman to cap a 5-play, 75-yard touchdown drive.
We ain't done. Stop doing it.
Well, a week ago, he wasn't feeling good, but this is a rebound game that is very impressive. Touchdown drop and a fumble on consecutive plays a week ago, and on a monster game in a rebound performance.
Cut him off.
Carlton Mitchell, another one of those former Eskimos who lost his footing. Got a flag down as Mitchell didn't reach the 25.
Is it 100 now? It's an old 100.
Top receiver week 1 might be the top
Look, bro,
receiver
right
in
work over here.
week 3.
Ottawa, number 19. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Penalty against Paris Jackson.
Once again on this touchdown, John White goes one-on-one with a defensive lineman who outweighs him by about 50 pounds. And watch number 30 step into Brandon Lang right here, up under his chin, stop him in his tracks, gives Mike Kelly Mike Riley an extra second to throw that football.
See if Henry Burris can open it up. Got a receiver. Marcus Henry the catch. Up at the 21-yard line.
So Bowman makes the big catch down the field in this press coverage from Javon Johnson. And you can't cover any better on the fade route than Johnson's there. I mean, he's in his hip, he's messing with his arm, he's trying to slow his progress without getting pass interference. And Riley puts it on the outside shoulder. Bowman makes the one-hander, pulls it in, and it all is able to be executed because of the block from John White.
6'3" against 5'9". Big catch radius comes in handy there. Second down, Walker is going to get stopped. Second and about 2.5, but he didn't get it. And a little too deep in Edmonton territory and too much time left, you would think, for Rick Campbell to gamble, but let's find out. He got a good spot, didn't he?
Yeah, they did get a good spot, and you're looking at...
They're going to send in Thomas DeMarco and the short yardage group.
According to the marker, we're talking about inches. Down by 10.
A better spot than I thought. I thought it was at least a full yard, but as you can see, it's just about a foot or so for DeMarco. Oh, not much of a surge. Second effort. I don't think so. Eddie Steele's got him wrapped. Where's forward progress?
Now the forward progress, it looks to me, is the 25. That's where the first official looked like he was putting his foot down. If it's the 25, it'll be measured, and the stick will either be right in the middle of the ball or just in front of it, because that's how close it is. We're talking about inches. They're bringing the sticks in now.
Trying to go behind John Gott.
Just that second effort, did he get just a, well, they're marking it just short of the 25. You know, it's hard to challenge these. They're hard to overturn. I'm wondering if Rick Campbell might think about this right now, because it looked like he kind of slid off, and on the second effort may have got to that 25-yard line.
So it's a turnover on downs, the first turnover of the night. As the DeMarco push, not far enough. While we were away, Rick Campbell upstairs, they've seen the replays. He's going to challenge the spot. These are usually very hard to overturn. The only advantage Ottawa has in this situation is if he got to the 25-yard line, that stripe, it would be enough for a first down. So when they Look at this at the command center. Does Thomas DeMarco get to the 25 with the football?
Well, it's the second push right there. Now, he kind of gets lost in behind McCoyle there, but he didn't have it initially, and then it looked like he rolled. This is a brand new angle from the opposite side. Now he spins in there. If he gets the 25, you're right, there's a landmark in this challenge, which is why I think Rick Campbell went ahead and gave it a shot, especially at this part of the field. Here's a third look from a third angle. Doesn't have it here, no question. But did he get enough forward progress there to get to the line? That's the toughest to tell.
Ottawa challenged the ruling of the spot on the previous play. After review, there's no evidence to overturn the call. The ruling on the field stands. First down, Edmonton.
You know, and the question I had on that one replay from the low angle, it looked like he got the 25, but he had been turned so his back got it. And did the officials mark the ball based on where the ball was, not where the body was? Looks like that's exactly the way they ruled it.
Inconclusive. And the turnover on downs by the team that leads the league in turnovers created so far. Here's White. And he has gotten better as the night's gone on.
Yes, he has.
The 11 for John White. Starting to feel it here in the fourth quarter.
We said this last year, Chris, but the way he's blocking tonight, he reminds me of John Henry White, former BC Lion from years gone by. His running of the football's improved as the night has gone on. He's got into that groove, but he's been textbook in pass protection. And actually fun to watch. He's taking on D linemen.
11 on that run, first down at the Ottawa 14, Riley. Is that a miscommunication or just a ride and decide that didn't go very far?
The ride and decide looked like that John White saw the hole and wanted to get there quicker, and he didn't give Riley enough time to ride it. He pointed to himself. Mike Riley, as if he was saying, yeah, that was me. I should have just given you the ball.
Mike Riley was the Eskimo ground game early. John White's taken over. Now they look at 2nd and 9. Redblacks looking for a stop. Pressure. Brandon Lang gets there. It's been a tough night for Lang, but he gets home for a big sack.
Flag came down late here, Chris, but I'm not sure watching that live how it could be against Brandon.